I think 99% of them go away. Yeah. I think most of them, 99% is kind of a random number, but if we ended up with 10,
it's a big number.
Yeah, most of the vast majority are going to go away, and I think it's because a lot of them were created with either an unclear use case or a use case that hasn't proven out, and you already see that to some degree because there's no liquidity, and ultimately in the digital asset space, liquidity is critical to the success, and so we have been fortunate to build our technologies on something called the XRP ledger, and that's done well. There was a comment a little bit like, well, Alipay is just embedding in New York City taxis as addressing the tourists. Alipay has grand ambitions in the United States. I agree 100% with Dan that each market has its unique.
Do they admit that? I'm not sure they admit that, but you think that's they eventually want to be a big player in payments
here? I think there's no doubt about that.
What makes you say that?
I'm sure Dan and I both have had conversations with people at both those companies, and I think this is a large economy. They want growth. They think about. Alipay in particular has been incredibly strategic about making investments and stitching together. They're the largest shareholder in Paytm. They're the largest shareholder in can't remember the payment network in Indonesia. And they're in some ways they're building their own version of an interoperable payment network, but closed to their world.
We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly pulling back. We had over 650 million in long liquidations last week. And then, guys, we have another Bitcoin whale moves along with an Ethereum whale. And, guys, we know we're going to be in a movie on the back half of this year. So from June to December, it's going to be all entertainment. Remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. Now, guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are being pushed down right now. We have the dollar being pulled back slightly. And then, guys, in crypto, we have volume, which is low. We have Tether, USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 2.2 trillion. And we know that central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. And we had Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, Gary Gensler all agree to bring in stricter regulation on the crisis that they caused. Remember, guys, the Fed caused the banking crisis, and we know the banking run on SVB was done by the NWO puppet, Peter Thiel. If you have my NWO book, you understand. But guys, now that they pulled off the latest magic trick, now they will be able to strangle the rest of these small banks. And remember, they only want the big banks to survive. Because remember, the old banking model was really based off fees. We know blockchain tokenization makes payments faster and cheaper. These small banks wouldn't be able to survive in the first place. And we know the central banks are not just going to come out and say they want a monopoly on the banking system, which we know this is all they want. If we look at our food, if we look at media, and most tech products, they're all done by the same handful of companies. They just give you an illusion of choice. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have Grayscale sending about $23.3 billion. Now, don't forget we have back on Thursday and then CME futures contracts ending on Friday. So that's Bitcoin, micro Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then micro Ethereum contracts ending. So, guys, remember, this week is definitely going to be a roller coaster ride. And then we run into the Fed rate hike on the 2nd and 3rd. And we know that they like the markets to look decent while Jerome is in the house. And then on top of it, guys, we're going to have open interest. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Luna is not a security as the South Korean courts rules. And guys, we know the movie continues, and we know Binance from CZ still has a lot of Luna. Now we have Binance integrates ChatGPT into Web3 Academy. And we know eventually these AI robots are going to replace the teachers in the classroom. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Binance launches liquid staking token called Wrap Beacon ETH. Also, we have Wrap Bitcoin token goes live on Cardano's testnet. Now we have Chinese Trade Hub City is testing the use of the digital Yuan for the Belt and Road Initiative. And guys, you know, I've done plenty of videos on Belt and Road. The only thing I have to do is look at all the countries that are signed up, and we see the United States sitting on the outside. The same way when it comes to the crypto market. So it should not surprise you when we hear from the mainstream media that the United States is falling behind. Guys, we're falling behind on purpose. Like Jay Clayton stated, the United States funded China from the beginning. And when we look at these major crypto projects, they're where? In the emerging markets, the Middle East. So when we see Ripple, XLM, Cardano, Bitcoin Lightning being embedded in the emerging markets, the reason why, guys, because they know the plan. They know that the Brics nations, being led by China, is going to rise for the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And you're witnessing the fall of America to Babylon along with the United States World Reserve currency, and they had to destroy it in order for the Brics nations led by China the Dragon to rise, along with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.